Hard work, steely resolve, and sure grittiness.
It starts with an attitude. We need swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger. Keep your swagger.
Hey, welcome into another edition of Sit Start Saturday as usual. We're your hosts, Jay and Alan. God, I hope they trade Panarin soon. I hate this shit. Like, oh, hate this so much.
He doesn't even get to play in the Olympics, does he? Like,
No,
this
of
is
course
just
not. Yeah, he's Russian. This is just for NHL. Yeah, man, because what is it? Yeah, in that league, I have Hedman and Cooley in my 2 IR spots, which I don't know. It looks like Hedman may come back today or tomorrow.
Darren Radish.
I don't even know if Tampa plays today.
Darren Radish, the question mark.
I think everyone should just hold on to Darren Radish
Agreed.
because, yeah,
Agreed.
like look what happened last time. Like, right? Like, you either had to hope that you got really lucky and could pick him back up again, or someone else got him, and sucks to be you.
Completely agree.
But yeah, his UFA contract is going to be insane. But yeah, I kind of hope once he comes back that they kind of get best of both worlds, and Hedman is the quarterback spot, and then they put Radish in that left dot because dude's got clappers. Like, I've seen some of his shots are like 90, 95 miles an hour, just insane.
Jeez. That's like
Yeah,
a
I think
baseball
that
pitcher.
that might be much more useful than having Bjorkstrand on that left dot.
Agreed.
But yeah, shit, man, we actually got quite a few here. And I agree with Blades Azeel. Like, there's going to be a lot of points on your bench tonight, no matter who you are.
It's
Same
going to
too
be
with
a hat trick
Thursday.
on
It
the
was
bench.
insane.
Yeah, it's going to be a hat trick on the bench. It's unfortunate. It just is
Yeah,
what it
dude.
is.
Last day, we've already broken the record for most hat tricks in a month. Let's see if we just get one over or get one above the goal. All right, so we got Patrick here. He needs goals, assists, shots. Power play is a bonus 2. Only head by 2. Normally play Schmaltz over Demidov, but Dallas is a scary opponent. Playing Trenton is always only leading 1 by hits. I like that. And then goalies. All right, so we're looking for goals, shots, assists. Is Faber better than any of these guys? Because I feel like Faber. No, I would play those guys. Yeah, Uyghur's gonna help pad your hits. But not really much else, surprisingly. Who's getting power play 1 in Calgary now? I know we talked about that Hunter guy.
Oh, give me a sec.
Because I don't think it's Uyghur. I don't think they put Uyghur back on.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, there
Oh,
we go.
God,
Never
okay.
mind.
Oh, you were talking about Perek, were you, or no? Hunter.
Perek or Hunter Brewsterwitz.
Oh, yeah.
Because Pedersen. Yeah, I'm fine with. Was Pedersen center left wing? Of course, you got to start McKinnon, even though he's in a little bit of a slump right now. Yeah, Johnston, Smith, Bratt, Keller, Stu. Yeah, I'm fine with those. Fantilli, center only. I think you're good. Yeah, Zibby's been. Zibby's been one of the only people scoring for the Rangers. Demidov. Yeah. I don't know if I'd move the skaters, Jay.
Who did he end up moving? Because this is the guy with so many mammoth, right?
I think
Keller, Sergachev,
Sergachev.
Schmaltz.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was one more name before. I wonder if he moved off of them.
Maybe.
There
Or
was
maybe he's
definitely one
streamed
more
oh my gosh, Jersey. There we go. Maybe streamed.
Jersey.
Oh, he's got
There we
Bejmelka,
go.
which I would almost count Bejmelka separately from skaters.
Oh, right. With
Like, I try to limit myself
well,
to 3
yeah.
skaters from a team.
Yeah.
Or like not really go more than 2. I think Hill played last game, so I could see them going to Schmid. I don't know if I can trust Olmark yet, because I don't think he's actually started since coming back from his mental health leave. He's been back up, but I don't think he's started. So he is a very unknown quantity. But I like Vladar. I like Veggie.
Confirmed as tonight?
I don't think so. Do we have any confirmed goalies for tonight? Just Gibson for Detroit, Hellebuck for the Jets, Lyon for Buffalo, Sorokin on the Isles. So yeah, none of the ones he has have been confirmed. Although we should get Philly soon, probably while we're doing this show, because
probably.
Yeah.
It's puck drops in like a little bit.
Yeah, 12:30. Well, so this one just popped up in chat. Coyle or Nichushkin. Dude, Coyle on a little bit of a tear right now. I think I'd go Coyle, honestly.
I mean, Alan, I think I'm older than him, right? Like he got the trick last night, right? But
yeah, even then he's been on a little bit of a tear.
Oh god,
just in general, like getting power play 1, and I don't know. I think they're showcasing him for a trade.
Did he just? Am I seeing 10 points in his last 3 games, Alan? Am I seeing this?
What?
No,
really? No, there's no way he's that good.
No, he's only got 9 points in his last 3 games.
9 points in his last 3.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, dude's. Oh my gosh, he's pacing right now. He's like looking to tie his like best point pace.
What is happening?
That's insane.
What did that blizzard in the East give him? What could he possibly have gotten from that blizzard in the East? I don't understand.
Yeah, I go Coyle. But back to these goalies, I don't know. Shit, Vegas hasn't been much better. I feel like Vladar and Vejmelka are the locks, and then Hill and Olmark is where I'd consider swapping. But again, I don't know that one is really any better.
I'd have to.
Jersey. Shit! Do we even know if Jack is in tonight? Like, I think we're still waiting on like a real, real update on him.
Yeah, because I think all we heard was day-to-day still, right?
Yeah,
just a tweak.
Yeah, so especially if Jersey's without Jack tonight, I'd feel pretty good about playing Olmark if he gets his first start back.
Yeah, I could see it. Someone's got to pull up chat. Can somebody pull up like some stats about guys coming back on first starts? Is there like some
from like the mental health leave or whatever? I don't know.
Well, yeah, or even like any stat where it's like return from injury, return from anything, return from absence of sort. What are the stats for goalies on returning from? Because I don't know if it's like a high chance that they pull wins, dubs, all that stuff. That'd be an interesting I guess stat finder.
Okay, so we got that. What's the word for Levshinov? So they did recall Rinzel for last night's game and then benched Levshinov just to kind of reset him. I don't know. Me personally, like I think I tried to get him everywhere I could earlier in the season, and I just ended up dropping him because he was my 4th, maybe 5th defenseman, depending on how many I was holding at that moment. Let's see if Rinzel got PP1 last night. 255. Yeah, I would say they put Rinzel on that power play 1, but I don't. Who knows if that holds though? Or Quinn, who was PP1. Do they mean Jack Quinn on Buffalo? Maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, especially Buffalo having one of the best schedules. At least for now, I'd be fine dropping Levshinov. I don't know. He hasn't done. I mean, how many points does he even have on the season so far? Yeah, 0 points in his last 9. I mean, he's only 21 points in 52 games, 33-point pace. That's like bad, like for a power play 1 defenseman.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'd be
like
fine to
that.
drop him.
Oh,
I feel like there's no reason with Connor, anywhere, any connection to Connor Bedard that he should be pacing or that low.
like look
Because
at
I feel like even the Minnesota guys would get like 40 on PP1.
like look at Bush, right? Like that's like people complain so much about his defensive woes, but like that's the sort of offensive, juggernaut that you should be producing at if you're like
Yeah,
on power play
I'd,
together with a guy.
at
that
least for
good.
now, and check Quinn. I don't think Bichelle gets PP1. That would be more for category coverage. I mean, even I'd rather get Klingberg. Rather have Klingberg than Lev Chanel right now. So yeah, move on. There we go. All right. So we got Blades of Zeal here. So we are benching. Excuse me. We're benching Brat, Fantilli, Marchment, Trocheck.
I was gonna say, but his projection
that
really
projected-
low. Yeah,
That projection is terrible.
yeah.
So I'm wondering if his riffs are not worth that much. It's Giroux. I feel like I'm good with this lineup. I'm just wondering if Giroux is
His projections are worse than everyone else that he's on his bench.
Yeah, well, I mean, not just that, but as like, has he actually done any? I know he was on a hot streak.
How could he be reset up? So let's say Thompson
Recently.
gets thrown in for Giroux on the right wing. So then he's got a center slot available, right? Does he have any guys left that? Let's see, Blades of Zeal. Sorry, I'm going to pull it right
So
down
he's
there.
1, 2, 3, 4. So
So right now on his bench,
5 in his last 7. I guess that's not bad. Okay, I see why Giroux. Well, he's starting Giroux. That makes sense.
I mean,
feel like
if he's chasing anything, he could always put J-Ro in for Giroux and then Marchment in for, I guess, Giroux once Giroux's in the left wing slot. But
yeah, I just feel like not. Oh yeah, because the Blues are starting Bennington, so the Jackets I think will definitely get a few tonight.
I would probably do. It depends if he's chasing the game. It would depend if he's chasing the game. If he's chasing the week, I think I would want Marchment for the upside, and then
definitely
actually
Thompson, definitely Eichel.
actually
Definitely
Alan,
Robo.
not even for the upside. Like I was like, I think I just like Marchment more
Yeah,
than Giroux.
I mean,
think
he
that's
didn't get
just-
anything last night, but I mean, he's in the position to succeed. They just put him back up on power play 1, line 1. Yeah, where do they have Giroux? Because I thought he was like line 3 or something. Line 3, power play 2. Oh, line 1. Okay, with Stu and Batherson. And then what's power play 1? Okay, so Giroux, line 1, power play 2. Okay, so I see why he did it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're working with the limited knowledge everybody's working with to some degree, but like barring short of a crystal ball, like I would prefer Marchment.
Yeah, I think it's probably local bias or something, but yeah. Okay.
All right.
And then Bradman's question real quick. Greaves or Allmark is my second goalie. I don't know, man. I'm wondering why Elvis is starting to get the run he has. I don't know if it's to try to give Jet a chance to like recoup because Dean Evison kind of ran him into the ground, or if it's to showcase Elvis for a trade. I have seen that tinfoil go around. But Jackets are hot right now. Sens, I don't know, man. The Sens can end up being sellers. Where are they in the standings? I feel like they're back a little bit. Where are they in the wild card? Oh my God. Okay. So they're 10 points back from Boston, wild card 2. 2 games in hand.
Ahead of Toronto.
Yeah, they're still ahead of Toronto. Oh, they're tied with Toronto, but Ottawa has a game in hand.
Yeah.
And Ottawa's 5-3-2 in their last 10.
I think Allmark is the higher ceiling.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
but I don't know like mental health things are like really, really like they
I
can
feel
change
like
very, very quickly, right?
Columbus is going to play more meaningful hockey, probably down to the last game again.
Right. I can see that point. Yeah.
But if they're splitting or they don't trade Elvis and it's a 1-1, I'd rather have Allmark as your bona fide starter than Jet.
I think the upside of Olmark for fantasy playoff relevance is probably better than
Yeah,
Green.
I want to say Allmark, but
I want to say Olmark.
something
also wanna say-
something up here says that I'd rather have the team that's really making the push.
Right.
What are they, like 7-1 now after winning last night since the coaching
Which is
change?
crazy. Holy smokes, jeez. I don't know, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the 2026 St. Louis Blues. I don't know. Like,
Right. Oh, that'd be so awesome.
that'd be
I would
crazy.
be very happy for Columbus if that's what happened. They just last place in January and then just rock it.
My only thing is, if you look at the
I
teams
know.
that are around, so Columbus is 8-2 in the last 10. It kind of feels like from Columbus down, I would even say maybe Florida down, all those teams with that 8-point cushion between, I guess, Florida and Boston. I realistically, Alan, could see a world where it just stays Boston and up, and all those teams go in, and everyone else is just purgatory down, which is reasonable. Like, I don't think what I'm saying is unreasonable to see. And if that were to be the case, then both of those teams might not be playing super meaningful hockey, in which case I'm pretty sure the Sens would just try to roll out Olmark, whereas Greaves would probably just 1A, 1B it, no?
Yeah.
During our playoffs.
I think for volume, it's going to be Allmark, but like I really think Jet and the Blue Jackets might be the better pick. At least for right now in the medium term. It's hard to say like what's going to happen. Well, February, there isn't hockey for most of the month. I mean, it'd be hard to say what happens, what we see in March.
True.
Yeah, so all right, Timbo Slice, 12-team Cats, considering a heavier focus on hits blocks with today and widen the gap for blocks. My opponent's a squad full of bangs and blocks. Changes the lineup. Who should we drop to activate Vladar? So I guess we'll focus on that first. Who do we drop to activate Vladar?
Can't be Coyle.
Do you have someone to slot in for Gabranson if you drop him? But I feel like that's because I was looking at Gabranson until Monday's game got canceled to cover bangs. So I like the Gabranson pick there. I like Matthew Olivier for hits. Good pick there. Can you slot someone in for Laugh? Nichushkin, Zegras. This is tough because I feel like you would probably end up dropping one of the guys you picked up for category coverage to activate Vladar here. I don't know how I feel about dropping Michkov. Because what's he been doing lately?
He's been so wait, hold on. We're talking about the same one still, right? You're talking about
Matvey Michkov, Philly, yeah.
No, but we're talking D Stu still, yeah? No.
Wait, what? No, sorry, I moved on. I'm on Timba Slices.
Sorry, my bad. Timba Slices.
Yeah, he's looking at hits and blocks. Yeah, to try to take hits back and then try to widen the gap in blocks there.
Oh, I don't play Allen in enough of those crazy leagues. Like I play in the super deep leagues and I play in the more shallower leagues. I don't have enough of the 6-team and 14 teamers where Michkov is valued this highly. He's I gotta look at him to see his existing setups.
Yeah, 44-point pace. Good God, they gotta figure out a way to get him going. So he had like the 3-point night against Colorado. I really feel like skews everything. And then he had 1 goal against Boston.
Minutes wise and deployment wise.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I feel like Mitch Cobb's deployment, like you were about to say, Jay, like his deployment is trash.
His best game in the past 8 has been a 16-minute, which isn't horrific.
No, it was against the Isles.
And it's weird too. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Like, what was that? 14 minutes, he gets a goal against Pittsburgh. Like it, I don't know. Is everyone just into this guy because he's a young?
It's the pedigree.
Yeah.
It's the pedigree, and I mean, I'm not saying it's not there, but it's clear that that Tocchet's just flubbing this. Even worse than frickin' oh my gosh, Tortorella.
It's a bit of a waste of his ELC for sure. I think that is a little unfortunate because obviously if he's round 1 7th pick, yeah, I can get it. People like bought into the hype, but I don't know. There's no bad like.
I feel like Mitch Cobb could be the drop here.
Line 3, power play 2. How many of those guys, Alan, do we actually like list out on our pod and talk heavily about him?
That's any other team that's like you're streaming them for the week, or you're playing in like a 16 team league and that's your wire. And it's just like sometimes he does get games where he's like 16, 17 minutes. But I mean, all right, 16-10 against the Isles, he does nothing. 15.5 against Columbus, he does nothing. Like his power play share is kind of all over the place. Rangers 16-11, nothing. It's when he gets the lower amount of ice times is when he actually does things. 16-1 Buffalo, nothing. 16 and 17 minutes against Tampa to be like the middle of the month, nothing. I feel like Mitch Cobb is Timbo's drop.
100%. But like Noah Cates, would you grab a Noah Cates?
No.
Center 2, power play 2. He has a better deployment, and we still wouldn't take him up. Would we take an Oliver Kapanen? Center 2, power play 2 on Montreal?
Like, I mean, with how Montreal's scoring, that's not a bad idea.
Fair. But I guess the point I was trying to throw for is just Andrew Kopp, right? Center 2, power play 2. All of the guys I just mentioned have better deployment than Mitch Cobb.
Yeah, I feel like Mitch Cobb's the drop. Like it probably hurts a lot of people who agree with that pedigree, and that's fine. But it's clear that Tocchet isn't using him to maximize that pedigree, or there's something going on. Like what did I hear? Something about like he could put on a little weight or should put on a little, like he's a little underweight. Showed up a little underweight to start the season. He's got to put on some weight. I've heard things like that, but yeah, I would drop Mitch Cobb and that team here. All right, D-Stu uses last ad tomorrow for Zucker for the next week. I like that. Tight matchup this week. He can afford the L.
If you can afford the L, just take Zucker.
Use his last ad for Sean Walker for his 2 games for shots and hits. Okay. Yeah, especially was it Zucker? I picked him up for a minute and then dropped him and kind of regretted it because he scored a couple goals after that.
I would probably say if you can afford it, I would probably just take Zucker. And then if you had to drop a guy, let's see what Columbus's schedule looks like these coming weeks. But I don't remember Columbus having.
Oh yeah, it's like I should probably pop up Frozen Tools.
I don't remember if Columbus had a god tier schedule. I think it was like bang average.
Probably, I'm sure.
2 games, heavy night in and off night. Okay, and then the other game was so they have literally average schedules all the way through. 2-2 in week 18. So nothing to write home about. I would probably say with Coyle, I kind of want to advise folks to like ride the Flames and see what happens because 9 points in 3 games.
Oh yeah, ride that hot hand, man.
really nuts. I would almost say if you're looking at those two, Alan, the three guys. Sorry, let's say we say keep Coyle and see what happens. Jenner's probably the coolest of the three. Marchment, Coyle, Jenner.
Yeah. Was this could this be a categories league? This might be a categories league. Judging at the top there, it's goals, assists, plus minus. So he's probably got Jenner for the category coverage, which, well, looking at the first half of next week, I like Columbus's 2 games back to back against Jersey and Chicago. Yeah, if you drop Clark, though, you don't have another D to fill that slot. Yeah,
I think it's got to be one of the Columbus players for him to drop. I think, but
yeah, but don't drop Marchment.
I think it's got to be Jenner.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking.
I mean, and you probably have enough category coverage in these other places to fill a hole because you got Tom Wilson, you got Gudas.
It's not as though Jenner doesn't get free skate nights either, right? Can you imagine dropping Coyle, hot Coyle, or hot Coyle is funny, huh? But can you imagine, absolutely fiery Coyle, and then also a Marchment that has that sort of offensive upside, and then you get Boone doing nothing tonight? Like it would be like, what in the world is happening? So.
Oh, there we go. We got Ullmark starting against the Devils tonight.
Confirmed? Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably take a flyer on it and see what he does. Yeah.
But yeah, drop in. Yeah, I think Jenner might be, I hate to do that though, because I'm assuming again Jenner is for category coverage, and I don't know who he picked up like just to stream for the week. Right, because Jenner could have been the pickup or Coyle. Coyle was probably the pickup for the week, but now it's like, well, he's too hot to, like you said, he's too hot to drop. You just got to ride them, and you got to hold Marchment with that deployment, and the fact that he's pretty much been point per game on the Jackets since getting traded.
Agreed.
But I still like picking up Zucker for next week. I just hate to tell anyone to bank at this point in the season. I hate to tell anyone to bank on winning the following week.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, he said he can afford an L. So if he can afford an L, I'm assuming it seems like
what if it becomes 2 though? That's what sucks.
Right.
But as far as like benching anyone, I feel like you got to play at least one of those Jackets players somehow against Bennington for St. Louis. But who do you bench, right? I feel like Wilson's a lock for category coverage. Raquel, because they're playing Rangers, is a lock. I feel like Kempe. There's some stuff there as to why he's down, but I feel like he's a lock.
Is Vancouver covering itself in glory? I'm trying to see. They have scored 2 in their past 4 games.
And that's it. Yeah, I'm wondering if Pettersson is the bench here. To get one of those.
Although he's gotten 4 assists in his past 4 as well.
You definitely don't bench McKinnon ever. I don't care how hard he's slumping right now.
Konechny is an interesting one, right? Because
it is. Does he get you anything else though, like hits or shots or?
Oh, Konechny's had 4 or 5 points in his past 2. Yeah, no, he's. Yeah. Maybe we don't overthink it, Alan. Maybe we just leave it as. I don't know.
You think? I feel like you got to get at least one of them in.
The problem is we know there's a hat trick. We know there's a hat trick somewhere. It's just knowing what we know. Like they are playing on a back-to-back, right? Back half of a back-to-back.
Right.
Are they playing away? They're playing away as well. So this is with travel, right?
Right.
Mind you, obviously St. Louis and Chicago aren't exactly miles and miles of like wilderness apart or something. But okay, so they're traveling. It's the back half of a back-to-back. And also all those other teams and guys, I don't see one crazy standout where I'm like immediately like bench that dude. Then maybe hold pat. I don't know.
Yeah, it just bothers me. I feel like you got to get at least one of those Columbus players in, and I just don't see who sits
Stu, I would also
to
say
make
this
that
is one
happen.
thing just for your mental health as well and sanity. Imagine you not dropping, benching one of those other teams and then starting the wrong Blue Jacket. Oh man, it would bother you so
Oh, that'd
much
be
when
even
you
the
watch the
worst.
game.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some efficacy to simply say, hey, look, this is what you decided on, you landed on, you're going to stay with these guys, stay pat with them, and then just hope to God it's like a 2-1 game in Columbus
Yeah, I think
or in St. Louis.
sucks. We're all going to have points on the bench tonight. It's just a matter of the least amount of points on the bench.
I'm just hoping
Yeah,
there's some hat tricks that also happen on my lineup, Alan, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's a hat trick guaranteed on the bench anyway.
I don't feel like you're really hurting yourself running this lineup. But man, I feel like there's got to be points to be had in this Columbus St. Louis game.
I mean, Frick Coyle is right now running 3 points a night for the past however many,
Yeah.
so he's probably going to get another 3 goals tonight too. God.
Probably. I mean, it probably won't be 3 goals, but I'm sure he'll get a point or two tonight. He's got to be. Like I said, the Blues are playing Bennington, who is
Yeah, it's basically
dog
it's
water.
basically a sieve. Yeah, basically a sieve in front of the net.
Yeah, Bennington, you got 0 wins, 0 quality starts in his last 5. Like,
and he's still splitting starts too.
you still see, they're still
insane.
splitting starts with
man.
Hofer, which was insane.
All right, guys, this is Team Canada's Olympic goalie as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Logan Thompson is out right now, and
God damn it! Oh god.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, the back-to-back is a factor. I just feel like you got to get one of them in, whether it's Marchment or Coyle. I'd almost go Coyle if I was in that boat and I had to choose one, simply
Just to
because
chase-
he's getting
chase
hot.
something, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, who do we bench to make that happen though? Is it Pedersen? Is it Forsberg?
There's no real good answer as well. I
No.
think that's the other part. I don't have a standout individual where I'm like, I want this guy off. I think I would hold
Yeah.
Pat literally just for the sake of like covering his, what do you call it? Like the other option I would say is if you concentrated and like somehow started more Blue Jackets. But even in this case,
I wouldn't.
I don't
This
have
isn't
any
like
guys.
the Rangers are playing Spencer Martin today. Like, load up.
Load up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think the caliber of the Blue Jackets players warrants heavier concentration, and I don't think switching one guy, knowing I have other guys on the bench, it would bother me. It would fuck
okay,
with
so we
me,
need
right?
point
Like,
shots and hits. So
point shots and hits.
you got to go. Yeah, you got to go McKinnon. You got to go Forsberg, Wilson, and I think Konechny probably get you some hits. Rickle Rackle. What's he been up to? I feel like I haven't seen him pop up as much on the box scores lately. I feel like it's been a lot of rust. Crosby, like those second and third lines. Okay, so he's still five points in his last 7.
Is Binnington's last win really?
Raquel's hitting a little bit, shooting at a nice clip. Yeah, you gotta you gotta keep Raquel in there. You might just have to, yeah. This may just be leaving it as is.
No, Binnington's last win is literally January 3rd.
Oh, you're talking about, yeah.
Holy-
Yeah, you might actually have to just stay pat here. I don't think those jackets provide like as much of a guaranteed upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah,
I hate to say it. So Breadman here is Coyle a drop after this week. I would at least hold on to Coyle until after the first half of this coming week 18, because like I said earlier, they have a back-to-back against Jersey and Chicago again. I would at least hold through those 2 games before you drop.
I'm also just curious to see how the hot streak holds, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, because even if he has a bad game tonight, I still feel like those quality of opponents early next week are worth holding.
I just want to see what he does. Like, to be honest, it's kind of nuts to see him. do
And
what
who
he's
do
doing.
we? Because then Evangelista got bumped off of something. Was it Power Play 1? So he's top line. Was it Power Play 1 he got bumped off of? Yeah, he got bumped off of Power Play 1 with Marchessault back. Leonard, I think, is an interesting hold. And the Capitals have the best schedules. Yeah. If you hold Coyle, if you hold Coyle, that might be, you miss out on Leonard because someone might pick up Leonard for the schedule. But if he can drop Byfield, I would drop Byfield. I think I've already dropped him in the league. I picked him up. Good God. And crazy enough, there was like a Trust Me Bro trade on Twitter yesterday that was like Byfield, Forsberg, and something for Panarin, Quick, and something. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's totally gonna happen, buddy. Sure. Trust me, bro. I'd feel fine dropping Byfield at this point. Like, he's got the back-to-back today and tomorrow, but yeah, he just really been kind of a black hole on my roster this week. I would maybe drop Byfield for Leonard, so you have one of those Capitals for next week, or for next matchup. I would at least hold Coyle for the first half of the matchup. And then move on here. Start Fantilli or Zegras. I feel like Fantilli against Binnington's.
I would start Fantilli.
Yeah. Who would you sit? Hill versus Seattle, Wall versus Vancouver, Sorokin versus Nashville. I feel like it's Wall.
I would probably sit Wall.
I feel like, because I feel like, assuming Hill starts, I feel like Seattle might score some goals, but
I just don't trust Toronto. I think they lost like 6 in a row, something like that. Like, it's.
I mean, Nylander comes back tonight, so that's something.
Is that confirmed?
It sounded like I remember retweeting that it was Nylander himself said he felt good for tomorrow, and that was yesterday. It sounds like Nylander's back. How's the D looking though? I feel like you guys have lost a couple dudes.
I think they came back. I think the issue is just, it's not that they came back or not. The issue is that it doesn't seem to make any difference in terms of them playing well. That's
you still have Chris Tanev out. I think that's the biggie because your third pairing, you have a name I haven't seen before, probably a call up. But most everyone who should be there is there. Yeah,
like Brandon Carlo basically got handed the bag, then he fumbled it. Well, not fumbled it as in the actual one.
Minton in a first.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Although that could have just been the price. I don't know. It's in hindsight, it's easy to say that's a terrible trade, but at the time that may have just been the market.
Yeah, it's like trades like when guys like Seth Jones get moved or something, right? Like vets that are obviously like, they play hard and all that jazz and rah-rah. People will say it's worth it because the Panthers won, but it's like how many teams make a trade like that? I think there's so many at trade deadline, and then most of them end up like, pumpkins like the Leafs. You know what I mean? Like, you trade guys that you think can get the job done. Now they don't get the job done, and this is the aftermath.
Right. And then so we got next up here, bench one. This is again where like goals are the money or the higher ceiling. I do think Heischer's a lock. So it's really between Strome and Aho. And they play each other, of course. You think benching Strome? I feel like Strome's been to Turnerby's point. I feel like Strome's been on the heater lately.
Alan, in these cases, I always try to bench the guy that's unrelated to the game, because I always try to bench Hischier. And then in this case, it would be Hischier. But the reason being is just knowing my luck, I would watch.
Your strategy there is like, okay, I see what you're saying.
You're gonna watch the game anyway, right? Like, You will watch that game. If you bench Strome, you will watch Strome score a hat trick on that game, which you can't turn off, by the way, because then you're also watching Aho. So,
Right.
like, you
I
might
get
as well get.
that's a very valid strategy. I never thought about doing that. And then you just
So,
gotta hope
you
it's like
might
a
as well just
6-5 game.
Right. You might as well just load up on the game, and then whatever happens, you're cheering for the odd man rush both ways, right? It's like go, do whatever.
I mean, how's Heischer been? I feel like Heischer 4 in his last 4. 3 goals in that span. God, 7 shots in that game against Nashville.
Oh, that is juicy. That is so juicy. Well, I mean, there's a story you can argue either way, right? Like, Frank, Jack is out. You can argue that being great for Heischer because then he gets more timeshare. You could argue that's a talent dearth now. There's a way you can argue it either way. Right. Simply put, I would just say if you're having 2 guys on the same team 2 guys on opposite teams facing each other, and then that's your big call between that or another game, I would probably just choose the 2 guys in the game. If they're kind of similar, I would just choose 2 guys in the same game and watch that game.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel like Heischer's the lock, especially because we don't like not Reimer. Ullmark is such an unknown quantity coming back. Like he could come back and just be bad as he was before he left. But no, I do kind of like your strategy there, Jay. I don't know.
Keeps it simple.
Yeah. Strome's been hot, and then 8 points in his last 6. I feel like Strome is, you got to play Strome. How many of those are goals though? His shot rate's not bad. I hate to bet. I almost feel like I'll host the bench, but something about Heischer, man. Like I feel like Ullmark's just too much of an unknown quantity, and then just go what you said. Like if you're gonna, because you're gonna keep tabs on that game anyway.
Might as well keep tabs on all the guys in the game.
Yeah, Heischer. Don't be wrong. I like that. So that way you're getting Aho and Strome, and you hope that game goes like 6-5. Breadman strategy question here. How many forwards from the same team would you say is too much? I feel like it's very not circumstantial. Or maybe that's, it's very subjective. There we go. So this week, like if for example, like you ended up with like 3 Blue Jackets, sure. They got, you're getting a lot of off nights there. Especially last night, because that was the only game on. But on a typical week, as far as like a regular carry, I try not to go more than 2 skaters on a team, just because like it's feast or famine.
I literally have an example from this one, Breadman, which is I think there was a year, probably it was last year, I think, where I drafted Forsberg, Stamkos, Yossi and Saros. I was about to say
you love that Yossi Saros stack, man, because you have it again somewhere.
Yeah. But the thing is, when I had that set up, I still made the playoffs. I don't remember if I might have been a top 2 or top 3 team as well, but I did make the playoffs with that sort of team. So I guess the proof is if you have 2 core forwards, maybe I would even say 3 core forwards, because I think I also have angles where I have like Nylander and Nyes. I think I have Matthews in some spots too. Like if you have setups where you have 3 forwards, I think you can kind of still jig it, but
I feel like it depends on the team and what position it is. Like if you had, I don't know, I would say no one would say that McKinnon Natchez is a bad stack.
Agreed.
Even right now, no one would say that's a bad stack.
Or Pasta Geeky, right? Pasta Geeky is a great stack.
Pasta Geeky, Pasta Lindholm.
Yeah.
It depends on the team, but if you're carrying like 2-3 Canucks right now, that's a little gross.
Or like even you can have angles where it's like, let's say Celebrini Smith. It's not a bad one, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's game breaking to the point where if you drop Smith, it's like, oh, the world is over, right? Like so, there are different levels of tandems to these forward stacks on teams.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like
but I mean, especially in the short term, if you wanted to have like 3 Blue Jackets this week, or if you had, I don't even want to say 2 Kings, man. I think they need a lot of changes, and coaching is the start.
Yeah.
I hope they don't
I'm
get
trying-
Panarin. Good God.
I'm really trying to think about.
Hey, there we go. There we go. The decision was made for you.
Oh, geez.
Sure is day to day.
Oh no! What in the world is going to happen for New Jersey? Holy
Right?
smokes!
That's the sucks. Like, what do they now? They got to spread that depth out even more. What little depth they have, because someone was asking me about Timo last night, and it's just like third line. Are you serious? Like,
jeez.
Over some of these guys, like,
Oh man, Shark Timo would have been so. Oh, Shark Timo. Can you imagine getting Celebrini? I guess they would have been too good with Timo. Well, actually, no, maybe not. They were still last place with Timo. But yeah, it would have been nice if Timo.
oh man, I wish I had seen that lineup change. Oh, that was yesterday. Okay, man, I wish I'd seen this lineup when I was talking to someone yesterday, because now Timo's line one with Mercer and Bratt. That's probably a line they go with.
Who else do they have?
Right. Who else do they have? Because then I look at line two with Hischier.
Arseny Griciuk. Like,
Griciuk,
honestly, though, I'm joking, but it's not. Like, he's the next guy.
I don't know. I guess we trust these coaches to see things that we don't, like these talent guys to see what we don't. But I don't know, man. It seems like when Griciuk gets the chance, like he scores, or he is top of rookie scoring, and they just don't give him a shot. When they need goals.
Brown is getting power play 1. Like, maybe Alan, this is another one where it's positioning, right? Because Griciuk, I think, is more the skilled half boards guy, whereas Connor Brown, I'm assuming, is like more, he goes down
net
to
front
trenches.
Yeah, or maybe Myers the net front guy.
Yeah, but you at least have one guy to dig in the trenches for the cycle.
Someone they were asking about it, but it was like an 8-team league with Meyer. So I'm like, yeah, someone might pick him up, but I feel like with 8 teams, there's probably always someone you're going to be able to pick up that's hotter than the current guy.
For sure.
Is he sure day to day? I haven't seen any news updates about that.
I just saw him listed as day to day.
Day to day, yeah.
You got listed as day to day.
Game time decision.
His illness.
Oh, gross. Yeah. That makes me even more wary of playing Hischier.
Did he eat something that was
weird?
Dude,
it's whatever's going around in the league, man. Like, what was it? Rantanen lost like 8 pounds or something on whatever this is.
Or maybe when he traveled, to Poutine land, he just, he
over
something in the water. Who knows?
They're all that's what it is. They're all stopping at the same like poutine stand and getting like food poisoning.
100%. Oh, that's hilarious. Jeez.
It'd be like if you knew that Dairy Queen that Brad Marchand and the Panthers were going to get blizzards or whatever.
It must have been working one.
E. coli in the blizzard, and then
geez,
you're helping the other team.
Do you want to pop into ad drop and trade talk to see what the other?
Let's do ad drop here.
Ad drop here.
These are done. The only one that's active right now. Pick 2. Pick 2 rest of season in a 20-team league.
Season. We just praised Griciuk, and it depends.
I kind of like Chinakhov, man. Because power play one with Rust out. He's really clicking with Malkin and Kindle. Is Kindle the line 2 center right now?
Yeah, I don't hate it. And I'm going to check again, but I was like, I think this is, again, not just any team, but the second placed Metropolitan team. Alan, if they still somehow end up in the McKenna sweepstakes, like, that can't happen, Alan, right? This can't happen.
I feel like although with how compressed the East is this year, it wouldn't surprise me if they could collapse in such a way that would at least put them in some kind of lottery chance, but not a very big one. I feel like.
But the crazy part is just like Edmonton. Everyone's talked about how Edmonton is like, amazing, all that stuff. What a trade! That trade was huge. Alan, like, both of these teams are second in their division now, and Pittsburgh's got more points than Edmonton does with games in hand to play. Like, this.
Shocker.
Could this be a win-win trade? This is weird. I don't know. Strange to say.
Oh, wait, what trade? Oh, wait, the Skinner. Oh, you're talking the Skinner Yari trade, and I wonder if
Yeah.
that's something that maybe doesn't
Just
get
change the
enough
scenery helped
attention because
helped
he's
both.
not as fantasy relevant. But I wonder if them getting Kulak did more for them than
Oh.
we think.
Right. I see what you mean. It's also ones where like these are players we see the stats, but yeah, these have to be played on ice. There's also locker rooms that we don't see in angles and
Yeah.
dynamics. I'm trying to remember like there were some names that would pop up. Like, do we even remember a guy on the Leafs called Matt Martin? Like, I don't know if he was
Matt
very
Martin?
relevant.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess
don't
I,
think he was
I
very
guess I
relevant.
just assume everyone else is going to follow the Leafs, so I should follow other teams.
Right. But it was just examples of guys where they have no immediate small team, 10 team, 12 team fantasy relevance, but supposedly this Matt Martin dude was like a locker room like glue guy. And it's like,
See, and
who-
that's I'm wondering if part of Colorado's issues is Landeskog being out, because they're
I
actually
can see
losing
that too.
games. It's weird,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I wonder if there is some credit, whatever, some validity. There we
credence.
go to McKinnon just kind of limp dicking it to the Olympics just so he doesn't hurt himself or.
That's so funny. I could totally see that being the case too, to make sure. But yeah, it's definitely a case of seeing like we don't have a glue guy position on our fantasy hockey rosters, but
No.
actual hockey guys do
Vibes
have their
guy.
stats affect. Yeah, like their glue guy. I don't know who the glue guy is. I'm so curious to wonder who a glue guy, for example, on like the Dallas Stars would be, right? I'm assuming he's the guy that gets, the aux cord, he plays the music, he does all that shit, and it's like that guy could be J. Rowe, but that guy could also be like William Michelle. You know what I mean? Just completely unrelated to fantasy relevance, dude.
Yeah. What else we got? Because I saw something. There we go. Devil's lines. If he's out, we got Meyer, Mercer, Brat, top line, Glass, Haminaho, Gritsyuk. Yeah, there we go. Dadonov should be freaking third line, man. Like, Dadonov should not be top line on like any legitimate playoff or cup contending team at this point. Cotter, Brown, Dadonov, Siplikov, Glendening. Let me go. Yikes. So
It's
Frank
sparse.
here traded Wyatt
It's
Johnston
sparse.
for Vejmelka, flip Vejmelka and Jarvis for Vazzy, man. Yeah. And
Oh,
Josh
wow.
Manson. I like Vazzy. I like the Vazzy pickup. Because I think he just took over the lead in the league for goals against and save percentage. If I
So in
saw
the
that
end,
right.
you traded Wyatt Johnston and Seth Jarvis for
For
Vazzy,
Vazzy and Josh Manson.
Somehow, when you say it like that, it does sound a little stark. Josh Manson.
But this is Roto, so he's trying to make up ground now
for Roto and goals against and
wins, goals
saves.
against and save percentage. I mean, Tampa.
I hope you win.
Would they say
you
they
win.
went in January like 11-1-1? Yeah, definitely help you get wins. And then, like I said, Vazzy, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of how to look at that. Points leaders maybe, and it'll show me stuff like that. Yeah, goalies. Vazzy just took the best goals against average. Where's save percentage? Vazzy 921. He's tied with Devin Cooley, but Cooley's not going to get every start. Yeah, and then you got Grubauer as a 919, Soroka 917. Shutouts. I don't know. Vazzy only has 2 shutouts. That's tied for 8th. Yeah, I think getting Vazzy, if you're trying to save your wins, goals against, and saves for the season, that was a smart move.
Agreed. Do you want to pop into trade talk and see what's going on?
Yeah.
Because I guess these are the
I guess
big
I'll
trades
start at the
this
bottom
point
and
in the
go
season, right? Yeah.
12-man points league already clinched a playoff spot. So is this, which one are we voting on? Can we pick one or the multiple?
I see what you mean.
Right.
12-man points.
So I feel like Granlund
Select
is
one or more. I guess, or are these trade targets? Is that what he's saying?
right. That's what I'm wondering.
Because if we're talking trade targets, I don't know if are any of these guys on those heavy lineups that we were describing?
I feel like Brat
yeah.
is probably the only guy that has is a lock for like a top line, top power play. And I feel like, yeah, it's now's a pretty good time to buy low on Brat or any of the Devils.
Yeah,
I just
but
don't know if I
was-
want
I was
Jack
also-
ever.
Right. I was also just thinking, like, do these guys even have amazing schedules? Right. So like Brat,
Probably
let's
not.
check. I don't remember these guys being like the crucial names in the teams. So, second here. So it's kind of funny sometimes too, because I'm like thinking and seeing Granlund, and I'm like, he didn't get traded again, Allen, did he? Like,
Right.
but like the Ducks, for example, they got
Yeah, I feel like
pretty
Granlund's gonna
average
either get
21
shoved to wing
schedule.
or shoved to like further down the depth chart as they get healthy. Because right, isn't Leo Carlson
Yeah.
still out? And then I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of who else down the center is still out for them. Yeah, because right
So
now
let's
he's
see.
playing 1C, who is out still.
So Anaheim actually has a pretty good week 21 schedule. They only play 3 games, but they're all on off nights.
On off nights.
On off nights, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Right. But I mean, who
And then they have
at what point, like, it's what will the Ducks lineup look like by then, right? Will Granlund still be in the top 6? Will he still have top power play? I feel like Brat is the only one of these guys that's like a lock for what they are.
right. I'm just gonna check. I just want to check.
And Zucker, probably like what, power play 1, line 2? He's probably a lock for in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what.
Yeah,
Oh,
line 2.
actually, Anaheim has a really good final week schedule. But even then, I don't know. I don't think any of these guys are like trade targets in the sense of like a 12-man where I'm like,
I
do
think
we
Brat
see
is.
a world where Granlund is available? You know what I mean? If you don't have him, like, would he still be possibly like pick upable? I don't know.
I think in the listener league, he was out on the wire until recently.
And like, could we not see a world where he goes back out onto the wire? You know what I mean? Like, he's just not
Right. Well, yeah, again, like as the
he's
Ducks
not on
get
the
healthy.
same plane as a Brat.
Right.
Right.
That's why I feel like if you're targeting,
I just don't see
guys
him
to
on the
trade
same
for,
plane in name. Yeah, it's got to be
yeah,
Brat. I
just
think.
Brat. Would you trade away Seneca for?
Oh,
Sergachev?
geez, everyone thinks it's Brat. Holy smokes. Okay. You were saying?
This one above it
Would you
by the Cake
trade
Eaters. We'll probably make that the last one before we
Seneke.
close up. Seneca
Yep.
for Sergachev. I would, because I mean, depending on when your playoffs are, yeah, Utah doesn't have one of like the greatest schedules, but yeah, I feel like the things with these rookies, these kids are like, yeah, if they're hot right now, that's great, but they may, all of a sudden they may find themselves scratched for a game, or all of a sudden they're line 3 power play 2 for almost no reason at all, no warning. So yeah, if you're getting
I think
value
that
like
just-
that now from Sergachev, who, oh my God, what's he on? He's on some sort of crazy pace for the season. Oh, 55. Never mind. For some reason, I thought he was like, maybe at one point he was on like a 65, 70 point pace and has cooled
Yeah.
off. Oh,
They're just-
okay. So yeah, we'll get
They're just different positions. You know what I mean?
right. Okay, so Turner Breeze asking for nice goalie starts, and I feel like Jay, this is where you're Jay Strodamus,
Oh, man,
calling
geez.
that Alex Lyon shutout like earlier in the season.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what's
Broken
the
clocks right twice a day.
right?
Let's
Game grid.
see.
Who do we got? Not too
Let's
many
look at-
back-to-backs to end the week. Whoa, is this really showing me next week? No, okay, it's right.
So the only back-to-backs we got are the Kings,
In Vegas,
the Knights, and Carolina.
Yeah, I don't want Freddie Anderson stream. He is no bueno.
I kind of do against the Kings. The Kings are really struggling to put the puck in the net. So, although Kopitar just returned, he is now healthy, so he will be back. But that aside, right? Like,
Yeah, we'll get this, and then
want that.
Rogers real quick. Yeah, who do we like for this weekend, or who do we think gets the start?
I think the best option is Freddie Allen, which is crazy to say out loud. Like, he has a chance of getting you the
you
win.
think? At the win, yeah. Or what is this?
Well, the other
What's
guys
scoring here.
Who in the world are we
35.
getting on the Kings? You know what I mean? Like, the Kings are.
Right.
I don't think you're going to get goal support or the win.
No, I mean if whoever's available for the Sharks against
Oh, it looks
Calgary,
like it's Kemper. Oh, it
If
looks
it's
like it's
Has-
Kemper.
you think Kemper today?
No, it looks like it's Kemper tomorrow.
Kemper
Forsberg
tomorrow.
is
So Andrew,
projected to
yeah,
start.
Forsberg today.
So in that case, Kemper's not going to be available. So
No.
Forsberg's already starting today. So you're ruled out of LA. Let's check Vegas.
Schmid might be available. I do like a Schmid start against either of those teams. Very winnable. I just don't know how many
I
they'll
do like
let
a
in.
Schmid. I don't
the only
dislike I don't dislike the Freddie one, but I will say, yeah,
No.
if I could get Schmid. But Schmid is also starting today. So that means I guess it's Aiden Hill. And
Is
Aiden
he?
Hill doesn't have
Have we? I don't think we've
Schmid
confirmed.
is. Oh, sorry. He's projected. He's projected to be the starter today. He's projected to be the starter. Schmid didn't start on Thursday. Hill started on Thursday, and I think they're splitting starts.
Right. Kemper, yeah, Kemper's in tonight. So Forsberg tomorrow against who do they play? Carolina.
We
Yeah,
might
no
be
thanks.
firing up our Freddie Anderson's.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I would say if whoever
Wait,
for the Sharks
unless-
is available against Calgary, I like that one.
But Freddie is also projected to start today. What the? Why are they all doing these back? Are there just no starting
knows?
opportunities? Boosie is like
I do like Jet against St. Louis today.
Jet.
Jet's confirmed.
Sorry, Pokemon. Just double checking too. You're saying today, right?
Today or tomorrow.
Today and Sunday. Okay. So Jet starting today, I think will be pretty cool. 64% ownership though. Holy moly.
Oh, I feel like a lot of that's from when Jet was getting all the starts.
Elvis though at 19% is probably a good option. Who started last night? Was that Elvis?
Do we know
Elvis Dub.
starts for the Islanders today? Yes, Sorokin's confirmed. I was going to say Riddick against the Preds. I wouldn't mind that.
No.
Not interested in an Olmark start. He's got to kind of prove it to me first, but I feel like someone else will take him before then. If Alex Lyon's available.
Oh, Dan Vladar is at 43%. You have to get him like now though.
Yeah.
Place in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and Sunday's hard. I don't like a lot of these.
Grubauer is also at
Yeah.
27%. That's
Because what was he like, fourth, fifth? Oh, fifth in goals against and
Yeah,
third in
919
save percentage in the league right now.
insane. Holy schmoly.
I figured both Columbus goalies would be gone. Yeah, I like Vidar. I like you can't get Jet. You went over that.
I think we said all the names that would literally. Oh, Alex Lyon.
Yeah.
38% ownership. Oh, actually, Alex Lyon. Sorry, rephrase. All of those things I cleared out first. Alex Lyon, get him first above everybody
Yeah, I feel like
else.
we haven't seen any updates. Yeah, Jake Allen in. I like that.
Yeah.
Jake
I would
Allen's
say
not
Alex
bad.
Lyon. No, I would
Lyon,
way
he just
rather
said
have
Lyon's
Alex Lyon
gone.
first. Alex Lyon's gone. Oh,
Yeah, I Yeah, I'd be okay with Jake Allen. I mean, he's been the one that's providing Jersey with like actual legitimate goaltending. And I
What
truly
about,
think looking at the other goalies, I feel like Ottawa's doing something wrong systemically. That's not going to change.
Ottawa's doing something wrong
You just
systemically.
need Olmark
Oh.
to be better. You need to be him to be the Vezina caliber guy he was like a few seasons ago.
Yeah,
And who knows if we'll get that version tonight. Raj's question here: Gibson and Blackwood play each other. Which one do we start?
I would probably say. So he's saying like he has both of them, right?
Right.
Is there a way you could play both of them?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got Kemper in for the Kings today. Man, that reminds me I need to set that lineup too. Because I do have a league where I have Gibson and Blackwood both.
Mm.
Yeah,
I would
Gibson's
say-
been very good.
I would say numerically, you want to start the team that's at 79 points, best in the league. But it's not like
Right.
Detroit's been chump change either. And Detroit, if anything, in the past 10 have 6-2-2. Colorado's 4-4-2. So you would almost even argue that
Detroit's the better
Detroit
team
is the
right now.
currently hotter team, is the hotter team currently, but I don't know. The thing with playing these sorts of setups is like, do we think that Colorado's going to continue losing all the way to become like 0-8-2?
no.
You know what I mean? Like, no, they're going to win back again. And now the next game is the likelier game to win, in which case Mackenzie Blackwood would probably be the one you want to start. But the easiest way for this is just play both of them and guarantee yourself the win, or almost guarantee
If you
yourself the
can.
win.
Yeah, if you have to pick one though, I don't know. But that's what
Probably
sucks
go
though, is if you
Blackwood.
play them both against each other and it's like a
You're
7-1
guaranteed a
game.
loss.
Yeah.
I know.
Um,
Yeah.
But you don't want it to be a
I would
bad
probably
loss.
say
You gotta hope
Blackwood.
it's like a 1-1. You think Blackwood? I almost think Gibson, man. Gibson's been really good as of late, or in this kind of like second
sure, for
half
sure.
of the
Actually-
season.
I mean, it's weird because I guess they both have actually lost their last two as well. I didn't realize when I saw the Red Wings.
Yeah,
So,
I think that Gibson losing when he lose to the Capitals was kind of a fluke. They should have had
It
that
is
game,
really weird
especially
to see
because
the
they put a
standings.
freaking injured Lindgren back in the net. In
Right.
the shootout. Yeah, I don't know. If you can't play both, I kind of want Gibson. I am of the mind of Gibson. But
We agree
Blackwood
to
should be good
disagree,
too. I don't know why Wedgwood and Blackwood have both suddenly turned into sieves. That may be something to look into. Let's see if
For
I can
sure.
figure that out for like tomorrow's show. Like, why
maybe
is Colorado
Makar is
slumping?
also. Maybe Makar is also making sure to
He's
keep
just limp
himself
dicking
healthy.
it to the Olympics.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah. Oh man, and I mean they
All
have
right.
the points buffer for it too,
Right?
So it's
Yeah.
not like
So
it
why not
doesn't
coast
matter.
and then assume you can
And
turn
then
it up?
Turn it on after holding gold. I guess both of them are hoping.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. That's it. We'll go ahead and stop it there. Thanks everyone for your questions. Wow, that took us over. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow for the script. Good luck, everyone.
We'll pick you up.